up, silly squad? This is your girl Tasha,
And this is your girl Keisha.
and welcome to our YouTube channel.
No Shade.
And today, we will be doing Genesis chapter 2, verse 1.
I feel like deja vu. I feel like we did this already.
We did do this already. We did, and then we stopped
Oh, okay.
at 8.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah. That's right.
But yes, we are doing Genesis for those just tuning in. We are doing Bible scriptures, quoting them, elaborating, talking about them. You know, no shade,
No shade. None. Zero.
So we did chapter 1 already. And now,
Check out that video.
yes, go back and check out that video. Now
Somewhere
we're
around
doing
here.
chapter 2. Let's get it. Chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day, heavens and of the earth, when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground.
So you needed somebody to till the ground.
Yeah. There was not a man to till the ground.
There was no one around to till the ground.
No one to till the ground, and he didn't make it rain, so it can help the plants grow.
Well, if it didn't rain, why would they need somebody to till the ground?
Because it didn't rain. So I guess that's another way of it growing, tilling the ground. It stirs up the soil.
Well, what does till mean then? Tilling the ground? Because I
It
thought.
stirs up the soil.
Oh, okay. All right. So they was tilling the ground because it didn't rain. I can understand that then. If they stirring up the soil, even though it's dry, they trying to get it wet because they trying to grow food. That's about the gist of it.
You trying to grow food and herb. Hey.
I'm at 5.
Yeah, no, you're at 6.
Okay. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man who he had formed. Out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also is in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So,
Where does mist come from? So I don't know.
it didn't rain, so
The mist just came out of nowhere. Where it come from?
I don't know. That's a good question because if the ground was arid, I don't know where the mist would come from. And he said that the Lord. Okay, first of all, in Genesis 1, it said God. Mm-hmm. Now it says Lord God.
Yeah.
Who? Like, who is this? Who's Lord God?
It's a different God?
Yeah, so because it's addressing him as a different person. And he said he formed a man and breathed into nostrils the breath of life and man became a living soul. First of all, it said they planted a garden. So Eden was a garden that was planted in the east of Eden. So it was a garden that was planted in Eden. That's deep. I think I forgot one. I think I'm supposed to do 10.
Yeah, you will.
Alright, verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to the water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads.
Who made the river go to the garden? Did they make it? Like, was it already a stream and they just built it off the river?
I don't know, because it says that it was a garden that was planted the east of Eden. And then it said the water ran from Eden into the garden.
Okay. Verse 12. And the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. The same is it that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hiddekel. That is it which goeth toward the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And the Lord God took the man. And the Lord God commanded the man. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and keep it up.
So, they created Adam to be a...
There was an Adam. They didn't say Adam.
You're right. They created this person to be a gardener.
Yeah.
They needed somebody to till the land, so they created this person from the dirt. So that means, is Lord God the male part of the male and the female that was here previously in Genesis 1? Is that Lord God? Because in Genesis 1 they spoke of God. Now they're speaking of Lord God. So obviously it's a different person. So is Lord God one of the male and females that was here before they created this person? I don't know. You let me know. Comment below. Comments below.
Yeah. Comment below.
Yeah, because
this is crazy.
Who's Lord God?
Okay, so who is Lord God?
That's crazy. But whoever he is, he created a person, which sounds like it's leading up to Adam. It didn't say Adam yet, but it sounds like this is
things, he's growing things, like...
So he's pretty much a gardener. Whoever this person is was created because they talking about they needed somebody to the land, and they were created to be a gardener in the garden that was planted in Eden.
So that one river formed into 3 other rivers.
Yeah.
Because it was the river came out of Eden to the water of the garden. And then from there, it created 3 more rivers from that one river.
And next to Ethiopia. Ethiopia's in Africa. So the Garden of Eden is somewhere next to Ethiopia. Ethiopia is definitely in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is right. Wow is right. Alright, is it my turn?
Yes, your turn.
Where am I
16.
at? 16. Verse 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest eat freely, but the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whoever so Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. I thought
When did he create Adam?
First of all, right. It didn't even...
I'm lost. We sure we Genesis chapter 2? Yeah.
I guess he called this man Adam.
I guess the male and female was Adam.
No, because he just created him. Genesis 1 happened already.
This is crazy. Like, so is that who he created to
And then not only
garden?
that, in Genesis 2 verse 4, it said, "These are the generations of the heaven and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens." Generations done passed. Generations. So time has passed since this male and this female until this creation of Adam. It says generations. These are the generations. Genesis 2 verse 4. That's what it says. So we all know generations is what, about 30 years? So it says plural, and that's at least 60 years. At least 60 years if they saying generations. So another generation will be another 30 years. That's 60 years before they created Adam.
I guess that's who they created to
create Adam. I guess
so. Is it Adam and the dude that they created to tend to the garden, or is Adam?
Adam is the dude. I mean, obvious. Well, I don't want to say.
Well, let's read on.
Yeah, I don't want to say obviously because it didn't say. I guess we just gotta read on, like she said, to figure this out. Cause, I think I'm done.
What do you mean? You just read 16 and 17.
I read all the way to 20.
Did you?
And thou grant the Lord formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. But I thought, what let me see that again, though. It says, out of the ground, the Lord God created every beast. But I thought the beasts were already created in Genesis 1 generations ago.
I guess something happened to them generations back then where they had to do it all over again, because everything they did in chapter 1 is like they redoing, but it's not God, it's Lord God.
So obviously Lord God is part from, I ain't gonna say obviously because it's not, I wasn't there, but it seems like Lord God was part of the male and the female. Generations passed, time has passed. Now it didn't say God created Adam and Eve, it said Lord God. Well, I don't want to say Adam and Eve. It said Lord God created Adam, not God. So that means somebody else created Adam, which would be Lord God, which isn't God. Lord God is a beneath of God. When you put Lord in front of God, anything you put on God is a sub, because it's only God. So when you put pre-God or anything in front of God, it's a lesser God, because you diminishing the name when you put something in front of it. So Lord God is obviously something. You know, I love the Avengers, and I think of Thor will be a Lord God.
Yeah,
because he's considered a God to us, but he's not God.
Yeah, I agree.
Question?
Right? Comment below.
Who's Lord God? Who is Lord God? No shade. No shade, but obviously it's not God.
Comment down below, you guys. Comment.
Let us know. Let us know who this is.
Talk to us. Talk to us. Okay. I'm at 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam gave names to all cattle and all to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed.
Let it all hang out.
Let it all hang out. Let it fight. Let it fight. Let it hide. Let it whoop, 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 whoop. They didn't know what it was back then.
They didn't know no better. Yeah. They didn't know no better then. Sorry,
They didn't know no better,
commercial.
right, commercial.
Yeah, they didn't know no better.
They didn't know they was naked.
Yeah.
So they didn't know to be, ashamed or to hide or to be, embarrassed because their stuff was hanging all out, hanging all out, hanging all out, hanging all out, and let it slide, let it breathe, let it breathe, let it breathe. Yeah, so he put Adam to sleep, cut him open. He didn't even say he cut him open, he just said he took a rib out.
But he did say he healed up the wound, sold whatever he did to the...
It would be a wound if you take a rib out, but it didn't say he cut him or anything. So he just... Mortal Kombat style!
Finish him!
Finish him!
That would be terrible if they did do it like that, but, again, this Lord God gave Adam dominion. Didn't he say he gave him dominion over?
That was chapter 1.
So he just told him to name the cattle?
Yeah, he just told him to name the cattle,
so,
the fowl of the air.
Yeah, that's already there. So I'm not sure which new cattle he got from the ground because they're already performed from.
Unless he just made more.
He might have made more. It's a little confusing because where did all this stuff come from? But time has passed in between Genesis 1 and Genesis 2.
Years.
So some years went by. So obviously Adam is not the same as the people that was created in Genesis 1 because some time has went by. They had enough time for the people that were there to have children because the children would be a second generation. Yours in the microwave, boo. Yeah? I know you don't eat the other one. So it's like they could have grew up and had children. So let us know. Let us know. Make it make sense. Like no shade now, no shade, but make it make sense. Please. It's just a little confusing. I'm following it, but it just still seems like there's some pieces missing.
It is, because they told, because he said he didn't say it was Adam he was making, he just said he made man.
Yeah, then just called him Adam.
And then boom, Adam was over the cattle and over the, that's why I was like, wait a minute, when did Adam come in the picture? I missed that part. Did we skip a verse?
Right.
I think we skipped a verse.
Right, it's like something's missing.
No, it's not in there.
Yeah, it's like something is missing.
What's really going on?
What's really going
on?
Yeah, my wig is tight, boy. Tight, honey. That bitch tight. I need to take it down a couple of notches. Giving me a headache right here.
Adjusted in the back.
Yeah, right there with them straps. And you put in the little hook into the little thing. I think I did that too tight.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit.
Just take it out.
Just take it off. I want to.
No, don't take it off right here.
Alright. So, are we finished with
you guys? So we're finished with chapter 2.
We're finished with chapter 2, and we just summarized it, but it's still a little confusing.
It's still a little confusing.
So, you got any questions?
Seems like it's repeating chapter 1. They creating, they naming, it just seems like it's just a different God.
Lord God.
Different scenery, different God, different cattle, different.
The fact that Adam and Eve they planted a garden and put them in there. I thought the Garden of Eden was just this big, extravagant, own piece of land, its own Disney World. You know what I'm saying? It was just its own Disney World.
A garden.
But it was a garden that somebody planted in Eden. And they put him there to be a gardener. Because they didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
They didn't have nobody to till the land.
Yeah. And they gave him a woman. While you tilling and growing out, stuff.
He needed company.
You need company.
Took a whole rib.
So you won't be bored.
Took a whole rib.
Yeah, something to do.
Yeah, they said sure. He needed something
to do.
He needed something to do.
Oh, that's funny, but comment below, you guys. Subscribe. hit that notification button, that subscribe button. If you have questions, comment below.
You got answers, comment below.
Yeah, if you confused, comment below. If you lost, comment below.
If you're not confused, comment below. And if you're Adam, comment below.
If you the male and female, comment below. If you have a garden, comment below. Okay?
Okay.
And let us know what you got in your garden. Okay, let us know.
So our next video is going to be Genesis chapter 3.
Yes. But before that, we're gonna hit y'all with a little skit, you know, a little.
Oh yeah. Our next video is gonna be a skit.
Funny.
It's gonna be a skit of these two. Since we did two, we're gonna incorporate a skit in here. So that'll be our next video before we get into Genesis chapter 3. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Cause who else is doing this? Who else is going over the Bible in real time from cover to cover? Cover to cover. Cover to cover. No one. So stay tuned to our next video. We'll see you later.
See you next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.